Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my new Aquaforce deck. So I've been waiting a long time to be able to build this deck. Blue Storm, this is the Karma Maelstrom reverse deck. So really, originally, like I said in an earlier video, Aquaforce was one of the first clans that I actually really took seriously that got me into Vanguard. It was Aquaforce and Shadow Paladins after them. But really, it was the original Maelstrom, which was my favorite Vanguard from back in the day. And it was nice to see that he got support in the form of a reverse unit. This is probably one of the better reverse units in terms of the amount of pressure and mind games that it can play with the opponent. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm running 4 Blue Storm Karma Dragon Maelstrom reverse. Very good reverse unit. He generates a lot of pressure once you hit limit break. You just have to have a proper field setup, which is actually the same thing that applies to every Aquaforce deck. Next, 4 Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. Originally, I was thinking of running 3 of these. I still might actually drop it to 3 to add another Diamantes. So right now I am running 1 Diamantes, so there's a total of 9 grade 3s. I was thinking of actually probably maybe just taking one out and running it like this. But post in the comments, what do you think would be the best grade 3 lineup for these 3 cards? Don't mention Glory Maelstrom. I took Glory Maelstrom out because I don't like having to rely on Ultimate Break. I don't like Limit Break 5. And I hate riding him first, like if I have to. So that's why I just stuck with maximum regular Maelstrom and then reverse Maelstrom. The key winning image is reverse, so I don't really want to rely on Glory. Before I had these cards, I was actually using Glory quite a bit, and I was able to win some games using his effect. But this deck is different in terms of its playstyle. So that's the grade 3 lineup. For grade 2s, 4 Storm Rider Basil. He's there mainly to help you get to 4th attack. But really, Diamantes is the one that really shines, so that's why I do kind of want to run a second Diamantes. But 4 of this just to enable you to get to 4th battle. And then 4 Blue Storm Marine General Spyros. He is the Tidal Assault for Blue Storms. I guess I forgot to mention, this is actually going to be a Blue Storm deck. It's not a pure Blue Storm deck, obviously, because you see the Storm Riders are there. But I am not running Tidal Assault because I kept him in my Tetra Drive and Transcore deck. So my 4 copies are in that deck. So I have to run this guy, and he's actually pretty good. A lot of people say to run him and Tidal Assault, which is probably ideal. But in playtesting it, I think it runs well with this lineup. Although Tidal Assault definitely would help. And then next, 3 Blue Storm Marine General Gregorios. He's the 12k for Blue Storms. So they finally, Aquaforce got a proper 12k attacker, but it's only for Blue Storms, so you can't use this with Transcore and Tetra Drive. So that's the grade 2 lineup. For grade 1s, I am running 1 Blue Storm Guardian Dragon, Icefall Dragon, mainly because he is a Blue Storm. So the deck doesn't have anything that counterblasts 2. Everything's just counterblast 1 or just nothing. So one of these is good, just to test it out. And then 3 Sentinel. Or 3 Perfect Guards, so Emerald Shield, Paschal. Next, 1 Storm Rider Eugen. He's mainly in here because I'm only running 1 Diamantes. If I was running 2 Diamantes, I don't know if I'd run him. But he is very good with the starter, actually. Like, early game with Mario, he helps you, because most of the time the opponent doesn't really want to guard the Vanguard, and then when you apply pressure with Mario on 3rd attack, they kind of want to guard the Vanguard, so, you know, it's one of those weird scenarios where this card is actually pretty good. Next, 2 Blue Storm Battle Princess Crysta Elizabeth. First, I wasn't thinking of running this card. Mainly, I stuck it in here. This is like, I want to say this is their Wheel Assault, but it's a little different the way it works. You basically have to call from your hand an Aquaforce after an attack hits it boosted. And the cost is Counterblast 1 Blue Storm. So it's a little situational, but I had the extra space to run it. And then next, Blue Storm Marine General Hermes. He's your 10k for Blue Storms. And then 2 Swim Patrol Jellyfish Soldiers. So this is not a Blue Storm. This is the generic Soul Blast 2 on Flip 2. I took out the Penguin Soldier and put these in mainly because I am running the Quintet. Okay, so that's a counterblast. And the General Spyros is a counterblast. It's specific. So this is Blue Storm counterblast. This is Blue Storm counterblast. So I have some special counterblast units. So this thing helps them. And then both Maelstroms are counterblast 1 when they want to do their limit breaks effect. So and because you're going to be farming so much advantage with Maelstrom because of Dark Cloud Sacrifice, this is actually a little bit more useful in my opinion than the Penguin Soldier. So moving on to grade 0s, because it is Blue Storms, I am running the Rainbow Trigger lineup that the Blue Storms did get. So 4 Blue Storm Criticals, 4 Blue Storm Stands, 4 Blue Storm Draws, and 4 Blue Storm Heals. So Rainbow Trigger surprisingly works because your Maelstrom reverse is going to, like in Limit Break, assuming you can get to 4th attack, yeah, you don't need 8 criticals because, in fact, the stands actually kind of help. So I was surprised how well the Rainbow Trigger lineup works in Blue Storms. So I recommend it. It seems to work because this guy's already going to put enough pressure. And then the starter, Blue Storm Cadet Marios, he is actually a very good starter. He puts a lot of pressure early game, and like I was saying earlier, he works really well when you have either one of these or you have Eugen as a rear guard. So very good at farming or like helping you search out Maelstrom cards like these two. Another reason why I ran 4 of this is because I do really want the cross ride, because that's the other advantage or the other benefit you get from Maelstrom Reverse as opposed to just running the generic transcore and the tetra drive deck. So let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious to know what you think of the grade 3 and the grade 2 lineup. Most of you are probably going to say run Tidal Assault because it's a must-have. I don't really agree with that. As long as you have a Diamantes or like 2 Diamantes, I think you can get away with not running it. I think that I have what, like 10 enablers for 4th battle. I've got Diamantes, Eugen, that's 2 plus 4 Basils, that's 6 plus 4 of this guy. So that's like 10 enablers to get to 4th attack. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more Cardfight Vanguard unboxings and deck profiles. Thanks.